For the last month, I have been working on the new best superhero mod in Minecraft, and I am making a public SMP for that mod later this month. If you want to join the public SMP, join the Discords down below, and here's a video compiling all the features of the mod. I'm creating the new best superhero mod, and I need your help. Have you ever been frustrated by how Minecraft superhero mods confine you to the superheroes they choose? And you gain the powers of the hero just by putting on the suit. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but wearing the suit is usually not what gives you the powers. I would know. This mod will allow you to acquire your powers like a real superhero and mix and match them to your heart's desire. Not only that, but utilizing Minecraft's new armor trim system, you'll be able to fully customize your own superhero suit with emblems of comic book heroes and generic designs created by our community. Alright, to start off the showcase, I'm going to be showing you all the armor templates I've added in the Superhero Plus mod so far. To start off, we got the Speed Force template, which is clearly based on the Flash. We have the Lightning Bolt on the chest, and it can be any color, as seen here. We got a Season 8 Reverse Flash looking armor right here. This one, if you made it slightly bluer, would look a little bit like Savitar. That would be pretty cool. Over here we have the Kryptonian template, which clearly comes with the House of L symbol and some trousers. It looks quite funny, but I like it. And you can see in the chainmail, since it's see-through, we actually have a belt on the trousers there. But the trousers and the symbol can all be all the different trim colors. Spider-Man is definitely my favorite, for one reason and one reason only, and that is how it looks on netherite armor. We're going to be doing a combat showcase later in the video, and I am totally rocking the Venom suit. Then the last trim we have is the Lantern template, which gives you goggles and a lantern symbol. And I forgot to mention, the lantern trim and the spider trim both have symbols on the back as well. That can all be all the different metal colors. So those are the 4 trims I've added so far. This is just version 1. And leave comments down below on superheroes you'd like to inspire for different armor trims. I don't want every trim to be based off an existing superhero, so maybe we can get some generic designs in there too. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is how to get the 2 superpowers that I've added so far. I've only added 2 and they're kind of connected, but next update we'll have something that is a little more unique. So, first we need to get a supercharged extract. That is made by right-clicking a charged creeper with a syringe. The syringe is crafted like this right here. So if we take the syringe and summon a creeper here, then all we have to do is summon lightning. And now that we have a charged creeper, we can right-click it and get supercharged extract, which will eventually kill the creeper. You see it'll die of Wither 4. But now we have supercharged extract. Next, we need to collect pulverized copper. Specifically, we need 2 of them. You get pulverized copper by scraping fully oxidized copper blocks at an 85% chance. So let's right-click these. Boom, we got our 2. So this crafting recipe right here with the materials that we just got creates a green light mixture. And if you've watched the show Black Lightning, you know exactly where this is from. But we're going to take this and craft the recipe right now. The recipe is shapeless, so all you gotta do is throw these ingredients in there and you get the green light mixture. Now that we have the green light mixture, we have to make a serum base using a water bottle and an enchanted golden apple. We throw both of those in there, it's gonna start brewing. There we go, now we have the serum base. Now we throw the serum base back in the brewing stand with the green light mixture. While this brews, I wanted to tell you guys that the templates over there, you can't get in survival mode quite yet, so if you want to play with them, you're going to need to do that in creative mode, but everything else shown after that is in fact doable in survival in this version of the mod. Now that it is done brewing, we have an experimental vaccine, and if I stand right here holding the vaccine and get struck by lightning, I get the achievement Electrokinesis. And you see we have our own advancement tab called Superhero Plus that keeps track of all the abilities you've unlocked while playing the mod. Now, you see these 2 items in my inventory. When you have a superpower, your abilities will slowly show up at a random rate, acting as your own cooldown. The first weapon we have is the Electro Ball, which is a projectile that I can shoot at nearby enemies, just like that. It is super powerful, and the second thing we have is Summon Lightning. You can hit an entity to summon lightning right on it, or you can right-click the air to summon lightning all around yourself. There we go. So that is the electrokinesis ability, and we're going to need to save up some of these electro balls for the next thing. Now, there is a new item, or entity, if you will, in this mod called the Training Dummy. It has 1,000 health, and you can use it to test your abilities. It has no AI, so it'll just take whatever you throw at it, and we need 100 electro balls for the next thing. Certain abilities will allow you to upgrade them through the use of the Training Dummy by practicing on the dummy itself. So, right now we currently only have electrokinesis, but watch what happens when we throw a bunch of electro balls at this Training Dummy and the zombie. We're getting attacked by creepers, no. There we go, there we go. Let's keep attacking the dummy. There we go. And just like that, we've reached this goal. You have mastered your electrokinesis to be able to create energy constructs. Every so often with the energy construct ability, you will receive this item, the energy constructs. When you right click it, you get a random construct. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. That is a bug that needs to be fixed. This is the first energy construct. It is an energy net, and when a player or entity gets hit by the energy net, they get frozen in place and they get blinded. Next energy construct we have is energy blocks. These are blocks that only electrokinetic players can break by right-clicking on them with a hand that isn't the construct block. And the last one is the energy saber. It does 11 attack damage, it breaks in 10 hits, but it also sets fire to enemies. Hello everyone. This showcase of Superhero Plus is going to involve versions 1.2 and 1.3 because I kind of did both of them in the span of the last few days between episodes, so I'm going to show you all the features that I've added. First feature right here is 2 new trims. First we have the Punisher trim and the Fantastic trim, obviously inspired by Punisher and the Fantastic Four. Over here is just a sign because I forgot to put stuff down for it. Over here is Unstable Meteorite Ore. This is inspired by the unstable molecules from the Fantastic Four that they make their suits out of, and you can actually extract it and obtain it with a syringe. So you right click with the syringe, it'll give you unstable molecules, and we gotta back up because when you're holding unstable molecules, there's a chance that it might explode. With unstable molecules, you can create unstable armor, which is leather armor that is on par with netherite. The reason I added this was because I want people to be able to make their custom superhero suits both effective and creative. And what better way to do that than allowing them to have strong suits that can be literally any color they want using leather armor. So in order to use this, we gotta get these unstable molecules and we gotta fly away over here. And you put the leather in your offhand, the molecules in your main hand, and you right click. Because I'm in creative mode, they're going to duplicate, but in survival, they won't do that. And now it has protection 10, which makes it on par with netherite, protection-wise. And it's unbreakable, which makes it kind of better than netherite. I have an example armor set of unstable armor right here that I tried to design after Batman, but it didn't work very well. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff you can accomplish with unstable leather armor. This is the recipe for a new item called Ancient Bone Formula that we need in order to get the healing factor ability. So let's grab this skull for bone meal, scute, totem, golden nugget, and gas tier. We put the skull in the middle for bone meal, scute, totem, gold, and gas tier for 1 ancient bone formula. Now over here we can craft the Mirakuru serum. We take it out of here, and we put the serum base in here with the ancient bone formula, and it'll make this Mirakuru serum right here. Okay, so if we drink this Mirakuru serum, we're going to gain the new ability and advancement Healing Factor. So you'll see if I teleport myself up there, and now we've lost health, every time you are below max health, every 3 seconds or so, you will gain regeneration and start to heal. So it's not super OP, it's enough that you'll still get killed, but it makes it a lot easier to heal, which I think is nice. The thing about this mod is that I don't want people to be borderline invincible, so I make it as balanced as we can. So this section right here is for super strength. We need a training dummy, and we need this item, the strength artifact scroll, which you get from a skeleton in a 1 in 1,000 chance. and you need to splash yourself with a strength potion. Now that you have a strength potion and the strength scroll in your offhand, you punch the training dummy, and eventually you will get super strength. There we go. That gained it pretty fast. Now we have super strength, and super strength actually makes us slightly bigger. There is a bug in the mod when you're playing multiplayer where other players can't see your scale change, but to you, you will be slightly bigger than a normal player. With super strength, you have a permanent strength 3 effect, and you see if we punch this, it's at 47 right now. We just did 15 damage in one punch. The last ability that I added in this update is super leaping. You need serum base and a rabbit's foot in a brewing stand to make the super leaping serum. If you drink it, you receive this new item called super leap, and when you right click it, you fly in the direction that you right click, and you take no fall damage at any time. You never take fall damage. So those are the 3 abilities that we've added: super leaping, super strength, and healing factor. And next time we'll add some more flashy powers like we did in the first update. Now, we have 3 more things to talk about, some technical changes. First is /power. You can either type /power list, and it lists all of the power options that you can get, or you type in a specific power, like super_leaping, and it'll tell you how to obtain the power. Make sure, instead of spaces, you put underscores, and they're going to be typed out in the command exactly as they appear in the list command, so use list to figure that out. The next command is /all_powers. So if we type /all_powers, and you need to be opt to do this command, the other one you don't. But you do /all_powers, then a username, you hit enter, and now I've been granted all superpowers. And you'll see how we use this in a second. The last technical change is the powers GUI. If you hit P, it might be conflict on some keybinds, but you can always change it in the controls section, but the default is P. If you hit P on your keyboard, it brings up this GUI that will be ever growing as we gain more superpowers. Now that I have no powers, once you've already obtained these powers like I did with the all powers command, I can now click these buttons to turn on my superpowers, and you can mix and match them, but once you obtain them, they will now never go away, even when you die. So all you gotta do is turn off your powers with these buttons right here. There we go. The reason I did this is because having every power in the game, if you want to collect them, is going to overclutter your inventory with a bunch of different power items. So to fix that, you can now toggle them on and off. The last technical change to the mod is that if I kill myself right here, I can hit P and reactivate my powers by clicking them twice. And now we have our powers back, so you don't lose your powers when you die. They will always stay on your character. You just might have to retoggle them after you die. It is episode 3 of the Superhero Plus Showcase, and today we have a pretty small update, but a pretty significant one. If you can't tell, I am dressed like the Reverse Flash because we are about to have super speed. There's a new item right here, crafted like this: 2 syringes, 1 experimental vaccine, and 2 sugar to make the Velocity X formula. Yes, Velocity X from the Flash TV show, and if we inject it into our veins and hit / summon lightning, obviously if you're in survival you have to get struck by lightning naturally, we gain permanent super speed. Velocity X gives you speed 3 as well, so even if you want to use it for just a buff without actually having super speed, you can do that too. But the way super speed works in this mod is that the longer you run consistently, the faster you go, so you will see that I slowly start to speed up. The reason for this is because super speed is really hard to control in a video game. Same reason why we don't have any good Flash games in existence, is because if we were to play a video game and actually go as fast as the Flash, they would either need to slow it down and use Flash time, which would make the gameplay boring, or they would have to just nerf the Flash and make him super slow. So we went with progressive speed, and it gets up to about speed 50, I think. So we're just going to start running and see how fast we can go, until eventually, after about 15 seconds of running, you will break the sound barrier. So now you are invisible, and you are running. When you're not wearing armor, it looks a lot cooler, but I also think this is nice. And once you've broken the sound barrier for 15 seconds, you will gain a second Speedster ability. called Dimensional Travel. It looks like I already gave it to myself before I was filming. That's my bad. But you will gain a new ability called Dimensional Travel right here. And every time you now break the sound barrier, you will be able to teleport between dimensions. So let's break the sound barrier real quick. Run, Barry, run! I mean, run. Eobard doesn't flow as well. Go, 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 go! There we go. And now we can go between the nether and the end. Let's choose end. There we go. It took a second to load the end because this is my first time being here on this world, but we have made it to the end, and now, to escape, we have to do it again, or kill the Ender Dragon, but I don't feel like killing the Ender Dragon, so let's do that and try this again. So, with the rough terrain, we can try to maintain our speed by using super leaping. Let's see if we can pull this off. Go, 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 go. Go! Oh. So you will be teleported back into the overworld at the exact coordinates that you teleported from, which means you're going to have to be a little bit careful when you're doing this, but we're superheroes, it's not like we're going to die. The last additional ability of super speed is the infinite mass punch. If you punch a mob while you are past the sound barrier, it'll insta-kill any mob except the Ender Dragon. I don't know why it doesn't work on the Ender Dragon, it was unintended that it worked that way. But I guess M Creator was just trying to balance me. So let's try to punch! Oh, crap. Okay, 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 we're gonna punch! Punch! You'll know when it works because it'll make an explosion sound. There we go. And when you do the infinite mass punch, it forces you to stop running so that you can't chain them together, because that would be a little OP. So yeah, infinite mass punch in Minecraft at super speed after breaking the sound barrier. Now, we have to go prepare for our duel. I have no idea who I'm dueling this episode, but let's go find that out. Okay, so we are in an ancient city, because rather than duel someone today, our goal is to kill a warden with an infinite mass punch. That is the goal, so let's do this. First, we have to activate all our powers to turn us into the Reverse Flash. So, he can definitely interdimensional travel, but we're not going to need that. So let's do super speed, super leaping. He has a little bit of enhanced strength, so we'll go with that. Healing factor. He actually has all of these powers. Maybe I've just been designing the Flash with the powers I've chosen so far. That's okay. Let's actually turn off energy constructs. I'm not going to need that. Everything else I will, in fact, need. Okay. The hard part is going to be building up enough speed without hitting anything, because we're going to be blind, like, the whole time. So how do we do this? Oh, this might be the strat. We can, avoid moving too fast by doing this. Am I gaining speed? Oh. I did it! Yes! Oh my gosh, infinite mass punch! That wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it would be. Welcome to episode 4 of the Superhero Plus Showcase. This episode we have 2 new powers and an updated one. Before we get to all of that, we have the new armor trim for this update. It is the first Avenger armor trim, so if we take these off, we can be Captain America. I do want to add a custom shield to this mod, but I don't want to add like specific weapons of heroes to the mod, so it's going to be like a generic shield that works like Captain America's, which I think will still be cool. Why won't it let me? There you go. Next, we are going to be getting Spider-Man's powers. To make the radioactive syringe, we need 3 mud, a fermented spider eye, a supercharged extract, serum base, and 3 moss. We put that in a crafting table all together, and we get the radioactive syringe. Now, I click this button, and I click on the spider, and now, once it bites me, I will have the abilities of Spider-Man. So let's just punch this spider to death real quick. The actual only ability that you gain from this is web swinging, because all of Spider-Man's other powers I want to be separate things, but watch this. We're swinging, we're swinging. Oh, I'm getting good at this. Yep, but we now have web swinging in the mod. It took me so long to figure out an easy way to do this in the code. The ways that I was finding was requiring me to do some like advanced trigonometry that I didn't remember from high school. So I did it this way, and I think it works. It's effective. The next power that I added in this update is Flight. It is crafted with 4 dragon wings that you get from killing the Ender Dragon, which means you have to kill the Ender Dragon 4 times, and you need 4 enchanted golden apples and a serum base, which means you really need 5 enchanted golden apples. So yeah, this is an expensive thing, but flying in Minecraft is super OP. So let's get this potion of flight, drink it, and now, whenever we're holding this angel wing right here, we can fly wherever we want. Just like this. Just like creative mode, and it's super OP. For the power that got updated in this version, we have super strength with the new ability ground pound. So if I hit this button right here and summon a bunch of cows, oh dear lord, when we go up here and jump, the cows will all get thrown into the air and fall. Let's see how many we can kill with this. Oh, it's so laggy. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Okay, I gotta break it, I gotta break it. This was a bad idea. The world is flooding with cows. Oh no. That's lagging it even more. Okay, okay. Go, 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 go. Yes! I got it. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. The higher you jump from and survive, the higher they get thrown into the air. The debuff with this ability to make it not OP is that if you have an ability like flight or super leaping that disables fall damage, it doesn't work anymore. Welcome to episode 5 of the Superhero Plus Showcase, where my connection's really bad, so I have a default skin. The first new feature is the new welder template based off Dog Welder from DC Comics. A viewer actually suggested this, and I thought it was really funny, so we have Dog Welder now. And then the new power in this update is Pyrokinesis, and you need a binding agent crafted like this in order to get it. Once you have the binding agent, you have to jump into lava and inject it into your veins at the same time, and then you achieve Pyrokinesis. And there are 2 superpowers that come with Pyrokinesis, well, technically 3, 2 item ones though. First is Lava Stream, that summons a stream of lava in the direction that you shoot it. Just like that. And it is super cool. I love that power. And the second one is Fireball, that explodes and summons magma, lava, and fire wherever it lands. And it's super cool. It also does body damage. It also does stronger body damage than the Electro Balls. So depending on which you prefer, more body damage or more area effect damage, you might have to choose between those 2. And the last ability of Pyrokinesis is simply Fire Aspect Hands. When you punch things, they get set on fire. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6, I think, of the Superhero Plus Showcase. It took a few days because we have a really big update coming up, but let's get this started. First of all, I wanted to recognize all the people who are currently helping me with this project. I have a new team of mod developers standing behind me as this project progresses. We have Sullyman, who is a sprite artist, Jester, who is a 3D artist and armor designer. We have Fort Platypus, who does 3D art and sprites, Hex Depression, who specializes in sprites, Nugget Fox YT, who does armor trims, Vid2, who does programming, and Kazuki, who does sprites. And then we can't forget my lovely playtesters, Frost, Ranger, Supermerc, Hacker, Mr. Fire, and Isaac, my Unreal SMP team. And thank you all, not just all these people, but all of you in the comments who leave critiques for me, because it helps us know what we need to add to this mod. So I appreciate all of you. This update has a really big feature coming up that you have all been waiting for, but I'm gonna take this slow a little bit just to leave you in suspense. The first power is Cryokinesis. In order to obtain Cryokinesis, you have to sit in powdered snow for 2 minutes and survive, and then drink a serum base. Oh no, it's turning nighttime. What if the mobs get to me before I get the power? There's a zombie. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Okay, let's just change it to peaceful. There you go. So I didn't want to wait for too long because I just want to get on with the showcase. But once you have Cryokinesis, you obtain these 2 powers, Glacial Shards and Cryoblast. So let's turn off peaceful mode and go find some mobs to kill. Glacial Shards are the most powerful projectile in the mod for direct hits. But the problem is that it's the only projectile in the mod so far that doesn't do area of effect damage, so you gotta be really accurate when you're using these. And then the second ability is the Cryo Blast, where when we right-click, it summons ice over our head that will freeze and wither enemies nearby. It's an AoE attack. Just like that. And it's incredibly powerful. Next, we get on to the ability Sonic Scream, where we need a Warden and an experimental vaccine. We have to get hit by a Sonic Blast while holding experimental vaccine to unlock it. Let's hit this guy. Oh. Yes, okay, we unlocked it. We got Sonic Scream, we got hit by the Warden. Now, let's turn back on peaceful mode. Okay, now that we have the Sonic Scream ability, we have two new powers. Sonic Burst, which affects enemies nearby, breaks their eardrums, and Sonic Dart, which shoots a sonic projectile that does minimal damage to the body, but does high knockback. So if you need to get enemies away from you, this is the one to use. So let's hit ourselves with a Sonic Dart so I can show you what it does to a player. So you get the deafened effect. The glass break on the screen is part of the new deafened effect, which puts that glass on your screen, but also increases your view bobbing to 10 times the usual rate to make it seem like you're seizing due to the scream. So yeah, you guys are going to have a hard time with that in PvP. Now, the update you have all been waiting for, the keybind update. So, we've had an inventory problem recently, so I'm going to give myself every single ability that gives you items in the game. And look at my cluttered inventory now. Let's move all of that up here. In here, you're going to want to find the game interface keybinds and set a keybind for open sorting GUI. So I usually go for left alt. And then here, you're going to want to set keybinds for 5 powers. You can only do it with 5 to prevent it from being OP. We're going to go with R for our quick keybind. Apparently, I have some keybind conflicts with R. Let's put Super Leap into slot 1, Glacial Shards into slot 2, Electro Ball into slot 3, Lava Stream into slot 4, and Sonic Darts into slot 5, and then hit Confirm. After we hit Confirm, now, as long as I have the items in my inventory, when I hit the certain slots, they're going to fire. So now when we hit R, we leap. We leap. And then it works for all the other ones too. I hit 2, I get the Icicle. I hit 3, I get the Fireball. I hit 4, I get the Lava Stream. I hit 5, I get the Sonic Dart. And that's all the keybinds that I set, isn't it? So yeah, you can now keybind. It still relies on you having the item in your inventory, but you can bind it and now use them at will using the keybinds. And it'll make it a lot easier for some of you to control who don't like the clutter in your inventory. Hopefully this is the solution for you. And the last part of this update is a technical change with super speed, where now your step height has been changed to 1 block. So if you're running at super speed, it still stops if you run into a block, but you can now make it over at least 1 block without losing your speed. And that's going to help you get to Sonic speed a lot easier. A lot of you guys suggested this change, even though I kind of liked how it was difficult to get the Sonic speed, so you couldn't infinite mass punch whoever you wanted, but hopefully it's still difficult enough when you're playing in a normal world with normal terrain. Welcome to Superhero Plus Showcase 7, I think. This is the biggest update we have ever had, and my team made it in 1 day. We were all hard at work yesterday and this morning to bring this update to you guys, version 1.8.0. Let's check it out. So, starting off, we have 192 new super suit pieces in this mod. All of these are new armor pieces that are meant to replace unstable armor if you don't want to use unstable armor. I'm not going to remove unstable armor as a feature, but just know these super suits are a little bit better besides not being unbreakable. And I've laid out a few of the colors here so you can see the variants. So we have 4 variants of each color. Full suit, slightly trimmed, more trimmed, more trimmed. And it goes all the way down, and they look great. And we have them in all 16 traditional colors in Minecraft, and they can all be used with armor templates, which essentially means we have infinite armor now. I had ChatGPT do the math for me, and because of all the additions in this episode, we now have 5,200,958,350 possible super suits you can make in this mod. I wanted it to be customizable from the start, but I never expected it to get this far. Now, moving on to armor trims, we have doubled the number of total armor trims in this mod with this update. More than doubled, actually, because we had 8, now we have 17. Starting off with the Scratch trim, based off Black Panther, the Fiend trim, based off Daredevil, the Beetle trim, based on Blue Beetle, the Plastic trim, based on Plastic Man, the Power Ranger trim, the Submariner trim, the Concussive trim, based on Cyclops, the Omni trim, based on Omni-Man, and the Crusader trim, based on Batman. They all look fantastic. I think my team did a really good job, and if your name's here, Nugget Fox, Fort Platypus, and Ranger Fudge, shout out to you 3 on those. They were amazing. I think I forgot to mention the super suits were all made by Jester Who Asked. He made the armor textures while I made the item textures, and he did a fantastic job. I actually had to ask him mid-production to lower the resolution because he was going so high detailed, and MCreator didn't like that. So he was hard at work yesterday. He did a great job, Jester. Thank you so much. The next item you have all been waiting for, the Great Hammer. We added it. A lot of you people asked for it, so we got it in. This stone with the hammer sticking out of it will spawn randomly around the map, and you have to have Hero of the Village in order to pick it up. So once you have Hero of the Village, you right-click on it, and you now have the Great Hammer. With the Great Hammer, you can now glide across the ground. You can fly up to 4 blocks in the air. But generally it's just used for levitating. You can't fly super high because I don't want people to camp with it. Now you can use this Great Hammer for melee, but the main thing you're going to want to use it for is throwing. You can throw the Great Hammer as a projectile weapon, and it'll one-shot most things. It has officially beat out the Glacial Shards as the most powerful projectile in the mod, because that new title goes to the hammer. The problem with the hammer, the absolute debuff, is that if you kill any animals, any villagers, or any players, you lose your worthiness. So if I summon a villager right here, and then kill it with the Great Hammer... Oh, I missed. Come here. Come here. No, I'm missing. There we go. As soon as the Great Hammer comes back into my inventory, it'll drop on the ground, and I won't be able to pick it up anymore. So... it's a little bit of a debuff. You can only really use it to fight mobs, but I think that's a good enough debuff for such an OP weapon that you don't even need powers for. Lastly, in this update, I have added Vibranium to the mod. We have Vibranium Ore, Raw Vibranium, Vibranium Ingots, and Vibranium Upgrade Templates. The templates are crafted like this. You can either duplicate it with diamonds, or to make the first one, you need 4 Vibranium and a Netherite upgrade. And we use that to make the new super suits. You put it in a smithing table with a netherite chestplate, a vibranium ingot, and the vibranium upgrade template to make the base black super suits. Then with the black super suits, you can dye them to get every other color. Right now, you can only make the black and white super suits, because to make these recipes, I have to sit down for a few hours and just go through, because there's so many armor pieces and I need to make a new recipe for every single one. But every update I'm going to try to add a few more until eventually all the armor recipes are fully implemented. I also made an update to the creative inventory where we now have 4 creative tabs for this mod. Superpowers, Super Trims, Superhero Plus, which is just the base items, and Super Suits, which has all of them, and you can also search. I went on to a normal world to show you guys this last update because it has to do with web slinging. With the help of one of our new developers, Noelle, I hope I didn't butcher your name, I apologize, web swinging physics have been updated. So now, when you right click, you fly straight in that direction. There's no glitchy wait time, there's no incompatibility with other people doing the web swinging that you guys saw in that PvP match with Waffle. So yeah, complete web swinging revamp, and it works a lot better now, which is fantastic. Now I want to test, can you still clutch with it? No, you can't. So, have fun dying to fall damage, guys. Hello guys, Shaden here for version 1.9.0 of Superhero Plus, the Quality of Life update. I changed a bunch of things that you guys suggested in the comment section and in the Discords, and I added one new power. Starting off, we have necromancy. In order to get necromancy, we have to take this bucket, fill it with water, and smelt it in this furnace. After we smelt the water, we get salt, and now we can place the salt in the middle here. The netherrack isn't necessary, it's just for decoration, and then we need 60 levels of experience. After you have 60 levels, you stand on the rune, and you gain the ability of necromancy. As you kill mobs with the necromancy ability, you gain these new items called soul tokens that you can use for your abilities. So rather than having a cooldown for this one, it's fully reliant on how many mobs you kill. So you can use soul tokens for 4 different things. First, if I right click, it shoots the soul out, and you can use it as a projectile weapon, which basically allows you to duplicate them if you use it for kills. And now, if I shift and right click, I open this menu, where for 2 souls I can buy skeletons, for 5 souls I can buy wither skeletons, and for 50 souls I can buy a wither. If I get hit by one of the mobs that I summon, I get regeneration, but if I don't want them to target me, I can hold... What the heck? Let's try that again. If I summon skeletons and I don't want them to target me, I hold shift, and they fly off into the distance. I can also do the same thing with wither skeletons, like so. And I can also do it with the wither. So basically, necromancy is going to make it very easy for people to get beacons, but we're going to have superpowers, so beacons are obsolete in this mod anyway. Next update is updated web swinging physics again, and new web swinging animation. So let's turn off necromancy and turn on web swinging. Turn off necromancy, there you go. And give ourselves webs. Watch what happens when we swing towards there. Look at that animation! Oh! Yes! And we got superhero landings. It kind of breaks with the cape. I didn't account for that. That's my bad. Let's turn off the cape so we don't look stupid. If I jump from more than 2 blocks while having the web swinging ability, I land like Spider-Man. Boom. Just like that. Boom. And then when I fly, whee! I have a fancy new web swinging animation. Boom. And the updated physics is that instead of going towards the direction that you put the web, you now go in the direction that you look immediately after placing the web. So if I want to go that way, I can latch onto that block and then look this way and fly in that direction. So it's kind of like a combination between the first web swinging physics we had and the second one, and is basically just an overall improvement. I think it's great. These web swinging physics are so cool. Let's go. Oh, let's try to clutch. Yeah! The next set of changes is a lot of changes regarding the Great Hammer. So let's give it to ourselves here. And as you can see, the attack damage is a lot slower, but the melee damage is now 13, which I believe is the highest damage weapon in the game, at least in this mod for now. I changed the dropping mechanic for when you lose your Hero of the Village. I made it so that when you kill players, you no longer become unworthy, and when you kill a monster, your Hero of the Village increases by 1 minute. Let's clear myself of Hero of the Village, like so, and now it'll only drop on the floor as an item rather than returning to stone. Now, another update that you have all been waiting for, I added ability cooldowns. We're going to test this with the cryokinesis ability. So when you first activate an ability, you're going to be getting these items. Now, if you open the power slots, you have a new button, the reset button, that resets your keybinds. But I can place these in here, confirm the slots, and now a green bubble pops up on my screen. The green bubble means that the cooldown is ready and I can use the abilities. But also, when the cooldown is activated and you're using keybinds instead of items, you no longer get any more of these items, so they won't clutter your inventory. And instead of waiting for more items to be into your inventory, now you have a 1.5 second cooldown between abilities. So now you have the choice between using items and being able to stockpile and spam, or using keybinds and having a 1.5 second cooldown every time you use an ability. So now, watch this. Every time I click a keybind button, the light is going to turn red for 1.5 seconds before I can do it again. And this is for every ability, which means all my abilities cause the cooldown to restart for the same amount of time. So you guys will be able to pick which type of gameplay style you like most for the superhero mod. And yeah, I think this is a good solution for being able to keep items and still have a cooldown option. The way healing factor works now is that when you take damage, you lose your regeneration, and you have to stop taking damage for 5 whole seconds before you can start healing again. And now the regeneration is level 5 instead of level 1. Next, a small technical change that I'm not even going to demonstrate. The Sonic Burst ability has had its range lowered because I may or may not have messed up the code and accidentally inputted an outrageously large number. Next, the regen that electrokinetics get by getting struck by lightning has now been nerfed, so that instead they just get brief resistance when they use the lightning ability. I added an AoE splash damage to the cryoblast ability, which means enemies will take initial damage when you cryoblast them, but also take wither damage. There was a glitch with the flight ability where when you would fly in creative mode, or fly when you had the ability, it would slowly sink you to the ground sometimes and work inconsistently. We have changed that by changing the flight physics in general, and by adding animations. So if I get the flight ability here and go into F5 mode, you will see that now we fly in the direction that we are facing. We have this flying animation now, and when we fly against the ground, we kind of like slide our feet. And I think it looks really cool. So when you fly close to the ground, this animation starts, and then you can lift off, and now we're flying in the direction that we're facing. I think this works a lot nicer, and it's a lot more balanced for the flight ability. I'm so excited to use this in-game. Next, the Great Hammer and Speed are now incompatible because there was a glitch where you could achieve an infinite mass punch by using the Great Hammer to fly. So that is now not possible. I made the Lava Stream ability last slightly longer than it did before. So before, the Lava Stream would last for 1 second, and now it lasts for 1.5 seconds. So if we give ourselves the Lava Stream ability, you will see that it lasts very slightly longer, but that will allow for you to deal extra damage to your opponents when they are in your lava stream. Next, I added ambient speed to the super speed ability because before you were at normal speed until you built up speed. Now you have speed to begin with, and you can build up from here. So if I keep running, I'm going to slowly start getting faster and faster and faster, which means it's even harder to achieve an infinite mass punch now, but I think it's balanced. The final update to this version is that we updated 8 item textures. The Binding Agent, the Ancient Bone Formula, the Syringe, the Super Leaping Serum, the Kryptonian Template, the Serum Base, the Green Light Mixture, and Velocity X. For this episode of the Superhero Plus Showcase, I wanted to show off how to get the new Pocket Dimensions power in survival mode. So first, we need to find an evoker. Where are you at, buddy? Hello? Are you an evoker? Oh. 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 Killed him. Okay, okay. That was too easy. That was too easy. You suck. You suck. You suck. Oh gosh. I hit myself with it. Okay. We need to get out of here. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, we are Iron Man. Which way are we flying? Let's fly this way. Alright, we have to get through the portal. Let's get rid of that. Oh no! Help. Alright, swing. Okay. Let's fill in the eyes. And jump. Now all we gotta do to unlock this power is jump in the void. Pocket Dimensions. And we are here. Welcome to my own personal pocket dimension. I'm gonna build something fun real quick. Oh my goodness, is that a join button reminding you to join the channel as a member? Oh my goodness, is that a sub button reminding you to subscribe? Is that a like button reminding you to... Anyway, so once you've built whatever you want and done whatever you want inside your pocket dimension, you can use the set warp location to save where you want to warp to whenever you enter the dimension. So if I want to warp to here, I click that button there, I right click this, and then it'll bring me back to where I was. So whenever you enter your pocket dimension, it is going to bring you right back out wherever you warped into it. So that means if you use the pocket dimension feature to combat log while on a server of some kind, your opponent will know exactly where you're going to come out, so you might wind up trapped in your pocket dimension forever. Welcome to Superhero Plus Showcase 10, and in this episode we have 2 new powers to show off. Before we do that, I want to show you guys some small changes. First of all, the textures for the plastic trim and the Crusader trim have changed. There is now a rebalance with the Necromancy ability. So now it costs 64 souls to spawn the Wither, and it's still 2 and 5 for the Skeleton and Wither Skeleton. But now when you kill a mob, instead of having a chance to get up to 5 souls, it now is only a chance of up to 2. When you summon the mobs, they no longer will target you and attack you, and the push ability on the mobs is no longer a feature. Last thing is that the Salt Rune texture has lowered resolution now. Because a lot of people were saying it wasn't Minecrafty enough. Well, this is as small as I could get it while still having it look right, so yeah. The first new ability is called Decomposition, and it is the ability to disintegrate any block that you touch. In order to get it, you have to submerge yourself in sand and drink a serum base. There we go, we achieved Decomposition, and now, when we punch a block, it'll turn into sand, gravel, or light gray concrete, and then subsequently break after a few seconds. This update also adds a new effect called Decomposing, which is different than Decomposition because this is a negative effect you get after getting punched by someone with Decomposition. And this sheep will slowly decompose until it eventually dies. The only way to cure decomposition is quite easy, actually. You just have to douse yourself in water. So if you're ever fighting someone with decomposition, you know exactly how to get out of the situation. Now, the ability you are all waiting for in this update, Venom / the Symbiotic Connection, is here. In order to get it, you have to find a symbiotic sledge and punch it, and once it hits you, you're going to get a symbiotic infection. And this infection is going to throw you around at random and take control of your player. Oh goodness. And you have to somehow survive for all 10 minutes of the infection in order to get the ability Symbiotic Connection. Once you have survived for all 10 minutes, you will achieve this new Symbiotic Connection power. When you have a Symbiotic Connection, half your face will be turned into Venom, and when you jump, you will have a Super Leap ability. Your first new ability as a symbiote is to eat animals whole by right-clicking. It'll give you 15 seconds of full saturation and fill 6 hunger bars. The second ability as the symbiote is to become Symbiotic Sludge, and you can use this ability to sneak up on your opponent, but it also spreads the infection by leaving the sludge behind. So, it might be risky if you don't want other people getting your symbiote powers. So, a little bit of a rebalance to Venom. We now have Infinite Strength 2 and Regeneration 2 because it kind of just makes sense for Venom. And now, whenever we kill an entity as well, it automatically eats them immediately after. So if I summon some villagers here, and I kill them, you'll see we get the same effect as when we eat the animals, and then we get saturation for 15 seconds once again. Hello guys, Shin here. In this video, I added 2 new abilities to the Superhero Plus mod. So let's go check them out. In order to unlock the first ability, you need to obtain the new item cheese and then compress it all the way to a quadruple compressed cheese block. If you don't know how to do that, it's essentially the same as the quadruple compressed poisonous potato block from the April Fool's update, and that should give you a pretty good idea. Cheese is actually our solution to the milk problem because drinking milk in this mod would previously get rid of your powers, but now it automatically turns into cheese. So you have to get 59,000 cheese in order to get this block. So you have to get 59,000 cheese in order to get the quadruple compressed cheese block. And then, once you break it, you unlock the Cheese Touch ability. With the Cheese Touch ability, when I punch a block, it turns into cheese, therefore making it easier to get cheese in the long run. But also, whenever I punch any entity, they get the tagged effect, and after 60 seconds of being tagged without tagging any other entities, they will die. So Cheese Touch is probably the most overpowered ability in the mod. This is what it looks like when you have the tagged ability in-game, and after 60 seconds of having it, you will die unless you punch another player. So, We have no other players on this world, so I guess I'm just going to show you what it looks like when it happens. But the nausea kind of makes it really hard to chase people. But I'm excited to host an event with this because it's going to be really funny. Alright, 3 seconds. No, 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 no. Yeah, that's what happens when you get cheese touch. The next ability that I added in this update requires you to have electrokinesis first. If you have electrokinesis and you're holding an experimental vaccine, and it's thunderstorming outside, and you get struck by lightning again, you get the new ability that I'm not going to try to pronounce, so let's just call it Weather Control. With the new Weather Control powers, you have 2 new abilities, Weather Control and Storm Manipulation. Weather Control simply toggles the weather, so you can make it clear, you can make it rain, you can make it thunder, and then you can make it clear again. Storm Manipulation, when I right-click, summons a tornado that can throw leaves and entities around, and also deals damage to players when they get picked up by the tornado. Yep. And when you shift right-click, it creates a wall around you that nothing can get in or out unless they either fly above it or glitch like that. But you can basically use that as a barrier to heal in PvP if you need a second to yourself. In other news, just because I know you guys have been waiting for it, Vibranium items have received a texture change, as well as Salt has. Hello guys, Shaden here. I have no idea what number showcase this is, but today we added Bone Claws to Superhero Plus. That's going to be at the end of the showcase, but we have a lot of stuff to talk about before then. So the first fix in this version has to do with the Venom symbiote and what happens when you put on a helmet. Originally, the Venom texture would appear over the helmet, but now if I put on a helmet, the Venom face will disappear. That means if you want to play as the symbiote, you don't necessarily have to look like Venom, because the point of this mod is customization, and locking you to Venom seems kinda not fit for this mod. The next update is simply a design change to where if you are a symbiote who also has web swinging, your webs will appear black instead of white like the default is. Next change is one that you have all been waiting for. Speedsters can now run on water. So first you gotta build up some speed. If you're not running very fast, you're gonna sink right into the water. But if we build up some speed by running this way first, build up more speed, turn around, and go! Oh, we weren't fast enough. Let's try this again. Oh, now we're going fast enough. And once we've reached a certain speed, we will be able to run on water just like that. You're a lot faster on land, but you can do it. Next update is Vibranium Sprites. I think I gave you guys a sneak peek in a previous video, but I don't know if I talked about it, so I wanted to talk about it again here. Vibranium ore is now retextured magma. It looks like this, and it's animated. It looks really cool. Then we have raw vibranium right here, and vibranium ingots right here. Then, along with the vibranium retextures, we have vibranium trims. So if we grab this armor and the vibranium ingots, the beetle templates, and throw them all in here, we have a new color. We have a new possible color for your armor trims. The diamond is a little bit too desaturated for my taste, and the lapis is too dark. So if you want like an electric blue armor trim color, this is the one you want to go for. Moving on, we have now added a bunch of non-power weapons to the mod. The first weapon we have is throwing stars. They're crafted with cobbled deep slate and 4 iron nuggets, and you can throw them just like this. Whenever they hit a block or an entity, they will be dropped again as items, and they do a lot of damage. The next weapon is the Sai, and when you're dual wielding them, there is a 1/3 chance every time an entity hits you that it'll block the attack and push them back. Just like that, and it'll make a sound so you know that it blocked, and it'll knock the entity back a few blocks. The next weapon is the Kama. This one also has a dual wielding feature, where whenever you hit an entity while dual wielding, it will double attack. So I hit the zombie, and it'll deal double the damage of 1 Kama. Hit this husk, boom, boom, it hits him twice. I just realized I didn't show the recipe for these two, so the Sai is crafted like this, and Iron Rod is a new item that is crafted like this, and the Kama is crafted like this. Super expensive. And the last new weapon we have is the Bow. It is crafted like this. It's an early game weapon, and it's basically just a better stick. The next feature is that healing factor has finally been fixed. Ever since it's been added, there's been bugs with the healing factor, but it finally works. So currently how healing factor works is that you have to wait 10 seconds for it to actually kick in. If you take damage at all in those 10 seconds, the timer will restart. But once you have survived and taken no damage for 10 seconds, you will get regeneration 3 for as long as you don't take damage again. Once I take some damage, it'll also reset. And the last feature is actually related to healing factor. It is bone claws. So you can now become Wolverine in Minecraft in the Superhero Plus mod. The way to get bone claws is that when you have healing factor, when you punch a block that is at least as hard as stone, there's a 1 in 600 chance that you achieve the bone claws advancement in power. There we go. Bone claws have been achieved. Once you have bone claws, it will appear as an item in your hotbar. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it as a player model because the animations weren't syncing to the player's arm movements, but making the bone claws an item helps with the features of it. The first feature of the bone claws is kind of a debuff, to where anytime you hit an entity, there's a 1 in 100 chance that your bone claws will break, and if they break, it is going to take some time for them to grow back and heal. And the second feature of the bone claws is a right-click dash ability. If you right-click, you will dash forward. Oh my gosh, that did crazy damage. How'd they hit me like that? What? That right there was an accidental glitch, but when you right-click with the bone claws, you dash forward and hurt entities in your way. So if I wait 3 seconds, there's a 3-second cooldown, I wait 3 seconds, I dash forward, and it hurts that zombie. You see it lost 6 hearts from that, so the dash attack is pretty OP. Alright, for this showcase, we're starting by jumping into the water, because I need to find an Elder Guardian. I also need to not die. Alright, the entrance is right here. Let's go in. Alright, let's take a break right here. I have no idea. Where is the first Elder Guardian? Oh, there's an Elder Guardian right there. Okay, okay, okay. We got this. Alright, we got the conduit down. Let's get over here. Ow. Come here, come here, come here. There we go. And we got the new superpower in this mod called the Aquatic Enhancement. As you can see, with the Aquatic Enhancement superpower, you now get night vision, regeneration, dolphin's grace, strength, and conduit power when you are underwater, basically making you Aquaman. And when I hit shift, I can shoot out random aquatic creatures out of my face. Watch this. Boom. A pufferfish is guaranteed to spawn every time, but other aquatic creatures have a chance of spawning when you do that ability as well. So if I shift this way, I can throw pufferfish at people. Alright, we are using Young's Better Ocean Monuments to adventure the ocean monuments as Aquaman today. So let's go see what we can find. Alright, there's a lot of guardians. Holy crap, okay. It looks like we one-shot guardians with, our commas. Ow. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Oh no. Alright. I'm getting cornered. I gotta get out of here. What is that? I found a trident in the wall. I am getting overwhelmed. Okay, there's gotta be more than just this room that's freaking killing me. Alright, what else can I find? These are massive. Look at all this out here. Is it just one massive room? Oh, there's a temple at the top. Alright, we're gonna try to break in here. There we go. Oh! There's a perfect place for a conduit. Come on, kill this thing. Kill this thing. Okay. Alright. Where's the... Oh, there's an Elder Guardian. Get him. Get him. This is... you guys are not going to be able to see anything in this video. Guardian beams are so visually annoying. I mean, we pretty much can't die down here. We're pretty much invincible. We just need to find something interesting. Anything? Oh. So as Aquaman, if you're in the water, you're also immune to both mining fatigue and poison. So it makes you pretty OP. I just want to know what else we can find in here instead of just, like, killing guardians. But I guess it would defeat the whole purpose of the adventure if I knew everything that was in here. Oh, there's a stairway that goes down. What's in here? Glass, dark prismarine. Oh, guardian. Guardian. Ow. It's like a maze. Whoa. Dear Lord. Okay. Are we gonna find anything better than what we have right now? Because right now we haven't really found that much. Oh! It's an Elder Guardian. What the heck? There we go. There's a target block. They trapped a bunch of axolotls. We gotta save them. Coming out here, my pretties. Come on. Get out of there. How do I get down there if there's soul sand? Do I have to swim against it? Oh, swim against it. There we go. That's an interesting way to lock off certain spots. I kind of like that. I think this is... I don't think there's any structures in Minecraft that utilizes bubble elevators in their design. So that's kind of cool. I want to go find a second one, because this one wasn't that great. We also haven't explored out here yet. Maybe we should see if there's anything we're missing around the outside area. Alright, I think I found a new tunnel. Oh, yep, another Elder Guardian. Whoa! That is cool. Alright, here's a second monument, supposedly New Generation. It does look like New Generation. It looks like a trident in the middle again. Let's grab that. Thank you. Alright, but we're gonna have to deal with these guardians. Let's try to find a tunnel out of here. Oh, look, right here. Oh. Oh, it's a new maze. Get out of here. Alright. What's up here? Did we find any tunnels with stairs in the last one? We might have. Ooh, this is a new room. Stalactite room. Nice. I like this. Mojang should upgrade their ocean monuments too. Oh, where am I now? Oh, it's another guardian room. Oh, ow. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Go, go. Oh, I can't get to him, I can't get to him. They're just assaulting me. There we go. Dear Lord. Guardians are so annoying in bulk. Come on. Reach, reach, reach. There you go. Reach, reach, reach. Alright, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. There's too many. There's too many. Alright, there's a chest. I'm surprised there's not more chests in these structures. I feel like we haven't been finding that many. Alright. We need an escape out of here. Is this the way we took in? What's down here? It's just an escape to the outside. I mean, adventure-wise, I'm pretty satisfied with what we found today, but, like, loot-wise, I feel like these aren't exactly worth it. Maybe there's some hidden mysteries that I haven't found. That's probably the case. Hello guys, Shaden here, and in this video and this update of Superhero Plus, we added robbers and police officers to the mod. You see that building in the city right over there? Alright, let's get up here. You see this building right here? This is a bank. We're gonna go down here and see what's going on. So this is a bank. It was designed by someone on my Discord, so thank you so much to the person who designed this. You'll see that around the bank spawns police officers, and if you didn't know, Sai swords were actually a police weapon in Okinawa, so that's why they have Sai swords, and also because I was too lazy to make a baton item. So yeah, we have police officers, and at night, robbers will actually spawn around here too, and they'll start having a brawl. So as you can see, robbers spawn at night, and now they're all having a brawl, and this is actually the perfect distraction for me to go in there and rob the vault. So let's run in here. And boom, the vault is right here. I don't actually have an item that I can break in here with, So, oh no, how did I break in? Oh, I still don't have a pickaxe. Okay, I'm gonna give myself a pickaxe real quick. And in the vault, we have a bunch of iron blocks, diamond, emerald, gold, ancient debris, and right here we have a trapped chest with the TNT under it. If you open this chest without breaking the TNT, it'll blow up. But if you don't, in here we have 3 new items: gold kryptonite, synthetic blue kryptonite, and green kryptonite. Green kryptonite, if you punch a superpowered player, will give them the wither effect. Gold kryptonite will give a new status effect called depleted that can delete your powers if you let it go on too long. But synthetic blue kryptonite is the antidote for gold kryptonite. So if you get hit by gold kryptonite, you can cure it with the blue. So let's go down here and check out what's going on. We have a lot of police officers down here who are hunting down the criminals for us. This guy spawned with a psi sword. Oh, that guy too. Ah! And that guy right there spawned with the gold kryptonite. You can see I have the effect right here, depleted, and it's going to run out in 60 seconds. If I let it run out, it is going to delete the superpowers that I have right now. And I'm going to let it run out so you guys can see that in action. There's another guy chasing me. Oh my gosh, he has kryptonite. He just withered the crap out of me. So yeah, rather than just affecting Kryptonians, since we don't have Kryptonians in this mod, kryptonite affects all superpowered individuals. 20 more seconds of the depleted effect. Get out of here. Do I one-shot police too? Yes, I do. Haha. I'm too strong for you guys, I'm sorry. It's about to run out. And gone. Now, after the gold kryptonite ran out, all of our superpowers have disappeared, which, is not too good for us. But, like I said, if you right-click the synthetic blue kryptonite while under the effects of gold kryptonite, it will act as an antidote. A new feature in this mod is that we have a power-limiting effect. So, if you have more than 5 superpowers activated at once, you will get this unstable effect that will cause you to periodically take damage and potentially blow up. And eventually, if you take enough damage while with the unstable effect, you will get this death message: player had a power overdose. You will still have the effect when you respawn because you get your powers back when you respawn, but all you gotta do is deactivate them. There we go. Now, there's another bank over here, so I have my super suit on, and we're gonna go see if I can successfully rob this bank. We've given ourselves cheese for our food, and there's a crook right there. That one has kryptonite. Oh my gosh, there's so many. There's so many. Come on, the police officer's trying to help me. Oh, another feature I forgot to mention is that some crooks will actually drop kryptonite. All 3 types of kryptonite are possible to drop from this crook. So that'll give you a good supply of kryptonite if you need it. Alright, let's rob this bank. Let's get in here. Alright, there's only 3 here for you. Let's take all this. No, I don't care about the iron. Let's just take the kryptonite. See if we can get out of here alive. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. Alright, so the police officers were kind of useless just now. Oh my gosh, there's so many. There's so many. No. Oh no. Oh no. Ow. So before I show you guys the feature you're all watching this video for, I have an update from the features I added last episode. So you'll see right now, I have the bad omen effect, and now if I walk into this bank, police incoming, and police, when I have bad omen, will try to kill me after I break into the bank. So we're gonna go up here, and go into creative mode and break into here. And now, the loot inside of the bank vault has changed to have less diamonds in it. And we break this, we open this, and we still get the same loot: some blue kryptonite, some green kryptonite, and a gold kryptonite. And now, this bank vault is the only way to get gold kryptonite in the mod, and the bank spawning is now less frequent. So they're gonna be about 1,000 blocks between each other from now on. So let's break out of here and kill these cops. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I didn't actually give myself powers, so I'm not actually the real Deadpool right now. Oh gosh, the fact that I made it out of that is crazy. Ow. Oh, I got a side sword from one of them. Oh, the commas are better. Oh! But yeah, that is what I've changed about the bank in this update. They now work like raids. If you have Hero of the Village and you go inside the bank, it actually summons crooks that will try to rob the bank while you're there to save it. So now I have Hero of the Village and we have a new bank. If I walk in here, it'll instead say robbery incoming, and now I get to be the hero who stops the robbers from infesting the bank. It looks like I gotta make it a little bit more rare. I set the odds to be incredibly low. This has gotta be some crazy luck or something. Now, the feature you've all been waiting for, I have added Pink Kryptonite to the Superhero Plus mod. Pink Kryptonite is mostly a trophy item. It spawns with a 0.5% chance every time you kill a crook. And the main feature of it is that when I hold it near sheep, they become rainbow. It's just a little bit of a trophy item. Free rainbow sheep. But also, villagers will start to get incredibly attached to you. And they will all want to you know, do things to you. I'm dressed as Deadpool because he'd probably enjoy having Pink Kryptonite in Superhero Plus mod. But yeah, if you guys have any more ideas for funny features of Pink Kryptonite or any new Kryptonites that I should add that you think would be funny features, let me know. Because where are they going? Do they like the pink sheep? Is that why? Oh no! Oh no! Hello guys, Shitten here. In this episode we have a big update because I've been saving a lot of stuff for you guys, and we're also going to go over things that were in previous updates because I bunched them all into one download on CurseForge. So firstly, we have Kryptonite. Green Kryptonite, when you punch a person with superpowers, will wither them. Gold Kryptonite will give them a new depleted effect that, if it runs out, will delete all of their powers. Synthetic Blue Kryptonite is the cure for the depleted effect, so if you get affected by Gold Kryptonite, all you have to do is right-click with Blue Kryptonite to cure it. And then Pink Kryptonite will make you kinda zesty. Green and Pink Kryptonite are obtained by killing the new Crook mob. Gold Kryptonite is found by robbing a bank, and Blue Kryptonite is crafted like this. Now, we have a new item called the Sewing Machine that is incredibly subject to a change on the texture department, so don't worry about that. Where, when a villager becomes a tailor, new profession, they sell the new armor trims. No, I'm not even gonna help them. But yeah, they sell all the new armor trims. This block isn't actually craftable yet, which kind of defeats the purpose of making it, because the point was to make the armor trims obtainable in survival mode, but I still haven't done that. So, we'll get to it eventually. Next is a new boss called the Titanian. There is a new block called the Titanian Head that is obtained by using the new weapon, Stormbreaker, or what did I call it? Titan Killer, sorry. My stream named it. By using the new Titan Killer axe on the Titanian boss and killing it, and the Titan Killer is crafted like this, with 4 nether stars and any log in the middle. Then, I'm not going to show you quite yet, but we have a new boss called the Broodmother Queen, which is a large spider coming to the mod. We're going to fight it in an arena later. Then, for armor trims, we have 2 new armor trims, the Cheese trim and the Mark trim, Deadpool and just Cheese. And they look pretty good. And finally, 2 new trim materials for Pink Kryptonite and Vibranium. So Vibranium is a more vibrant blue than Diamond, and Pink Kryptonite is just pink trim. So first we are going to go rob a bank, and then we are going to fight the 2 new bosses in an arena, and that'll be the showcase. So this right here is the bank structure. As soon as you walk in the front door, it'll summon either police or robbery depending on your reputation points. And I guess that's a feature I have to talk about right now. In this mod, you now have reputation points that determine whether or not you are a hero or a villain. When you kill an excessive amount of innocent animals, your reputation points go down, as you can see. And now, if I go into a bank with negative reputation points, police spawn. And you'll see there are security cameramen right there that will make excessive noises when they target me. So you have to right click on them with shears to disarm them, and then if you let yourself stay in their target range for too long, they will blow up and kill you. Inside the vault is iron, ancient debris, emeralds, diamonds, gold, and TNT down here, so make sure you break that. And then the last thing is a chest, where is the only place you can get gold kryptonite in this mod, as well as some synthetic blue kryptonite and some green kryptonite. So let's break on out of here. The first boss we are going to fight is the Broodmother Queen right here. That is a massive spider that every time she hits you, there is a chance for her to summon cobwebs. She also has an attack where she can blind you. Oh. And you really have to get out of her webs as quick as possible, or they're gonna keep spawning on you. And I guess this is a good time to show off the Titan Killer. The Titan Killer does 18 base damage, I believe, and every 4 seconds you can summon lightning, like so. As you can also see, the Titan Killer has very slow attack speed. Oh no, I think I'm breaking the map that I'm using. The very slow attack speed kind of balances out how overpowered the damage is, because you can pretty much one-shot a player almost when you have sharpness 5, and you can one-shot when you have any type of strength, which most people will have playing the superhero mod. The spiderlings are working together to keep me in the web. I think you guys get the point. I'm not sure I can kill this thing. Come on. Die. Oh, did it die? I killed it. GG. And the second boss that we are going to be fighting is the Titanian boss. 1000 health, crazy armor toughness, and incredibly versatile attacks. Let's check it out. So, first of all, the Titanian boss summons Chitauri minions. Oh, and can shoot you with icicles and fireballs. He has an explosive jump attack. He can throw the moon at you, and he can snap his gauntlet, which gives every player in a certain radius decomposing effect. And that is why we have a water bucket. Ow. Ooh, moon incoming. Alright, watch above us. Oh, it blew up on top of the building. Oh, one of the spiders escaped the arena. So the Chitauri also have their own ranged attacks. The grounded Chitauri throws electro balls at you, and the flying Chitauri can freeze you with energy nets. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a time crunch for this mod showcase, so I can't finish the fight, but just know you kill it with the Stormbreaker axe, or the Titan Killer axe, and it drops the Titan head. And I want to show you guys one last thing, my favorite part of this update. And there we go. When you put the Titanian head on in survival mode, it is absolutely massive. It only makes sense because the mob is massive too. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching this showcase. If you want to see more, hit that like button. I'm going away on a trip, so I might not upload for a few days, but I will see you guys when I get back. And the server is starting very soon, so stay tuned for that. Become a channel member to become part of the team that makes those SMP videos with me. And yeah, I'll see you next time.